What's up guys, my name is Raczia and today I'm starting the part 2 episode of Who Should I Invest In? Today's I'm going to talk about Fortress, the faction Fortress, and who should you invest in Fortress if you have Fortress champions. Okay, I'll spell out clear in the beginning. If you are a low level player, if you have any 5-star of it, you should definitely invest in it because a 5-star will give you more points and help you through your campaign and so on. But if you reach the level where you have all your team 5-star and you need to decide who to use, that's where my advices actually are going to be useful. Starting off with the first 5-star, Emily. Emily, it's definitely one of the champions you should invest in. I actually recommend you to go over level 7 with her. There are some guys that say that Emily is not the best over level 7, but as a priest, though I prefer Ormus, Emily, it's definitely one of the best priests in the game. Ormus, as I said, it's the second best priest in the game. I do have it, I do use him. I definitely recommend you using him because in the Brave trial, in the tower, in the campaign, he is so useful. His heals are so overpowered that he is actually going to be in the near future, I hope, the best priest. Honor Guard, it's a good tank. His stuns are very useful, but I do not recommend going over 7 with him. I mean, you should stop at 6 and use him as a fodder. He is not worth going over 7. I do not recommend him as a tank over 7. Okay, Flame Strike, you may not know, but Flame Strike, it's the best champion in the game. So without further ado, you should invest in Flame Strike, best champion in the game, overpowered life, attack, armor, speed, abilities, everything. She is so good that I'm not even trying to say anything about her because it's all native. Ice Blink, it's one of the best rangers in the game. I think the second best ranger in the game. I do enjoy him a lot. I never had the chance to actually use him, but he is awesome. You should definitely invest in Ice Blink. If you have him, oh, you are one of the lucky guys. Bleeker, well, this here is a discussion about Bleeker because you may not know, but Bleeker stuns are sometimes overpowered, sometimes they never come. I do recommend to go with Bleeker at level 100 because he is, though, a good mage. But when you go with him at level 6, and there is a point when you need to decide if you want to 7 him or to use him as a fodder. I would use him as a fodder. I had him at level 6 and I used him as a fodder, and I think he is better as a fodder than a 7-star. I would go for Flame Strike, Ice Blink and so on at level 7, so I would not count on Bleeker. Mirage, it's definitely a good assassin, not one of the best, but he is a good assassin, though in my opinion he must be a fodder because I've seen a lot of players using him as a 9-star, but he is not an overpowered champion. He is an old meta and he's not worth it anymore, so I wouldn't go after 7 with him. Mickey, it's again a good ranger with her dodges and so on, good as a tank though, with good HP. But it's an old meta, and if you have to choose between Flame Strike and Mickey, of course you are going to go for Flame Strike or Ice Blink. Also, if you have Mickey, I would recommend to go after 7 with her. She's a very good champion. Though her abilities are a bit old, you can counter her very often and very easily in these days. So if you have Mickey, you should invest in her if you don't have any of Ice Blink, Flame Strike, Ormus, or Emily. OD1, now this is a question that I awfully get Should I invest in OD1 to make him level 7 or should I not? Well, if you don't know, OD1 stuns priests. In the tower, at some point, there are going to be a lot of Gurk levels that are insane to get to pass actually, and OD1 is very useful in those. But I wouldn't 7 him up or 8 or 9. I wouldn't go further because he is not one of the best mages, and I'm going to to repeat myself again. I would use Ice Blink or Flame Strike instead of him. Though if you don't have anyone else to use, go up for OD1. He's not a loss. He's a very good champion, though he is not the best. Okay, Time Mage, he is a fodder. Storm HUD, it's a fodder. Don't get me wrong, you can go up to level 100 with them if you are a low level player. They're very good, but there will be a point in the game where they're useless. Roy, fodder. Sierra, if you have Sierra, you can actually 6 her up and use her as a fodder, though there are a lot of players that use her at 8-9. I would recommend to use her as a 6-star and to use her as a fodder. Bleeker, it's a fodder. LM02, it's a fodder. Iron Bambi, it's fodder. Christian at level 6, I'm gonna show you his level 6. He has good stats, he has a good skill. I've seen players using him. If you can 6 him up, that's a good idea. If you can 7 him up, I wouldn't recommend that because, as I said earlier, he is not an overpowered champion. You need overpowered champions to actually fight the good players. Christian is not one of them, but you can definitely 6 him up. He's very useful in the game, and so on. As a 6-star, Ice Blink, it's Flame Strike, Ormus, Sierra. OD01, let's say, as a 6-star, Mickey definitely a 6-star, and Christian as a 6-star. These are the 6-star that actually worth it. Maybe Bleeker, and the rest of them are fodders. And Emily, of course. Yeah. The rest of our fodders. I hope that I'm not going to disappoint anybody. There are here some heroes like Ice Blink, Flame Strike, Ormus, Emily, Mickey. 5 of them are a good they are a good champions to invest in. They're a good investation. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, they're good to invest in. Though Sierra is good too. That's been said about Fortress. I don't know what else can I tell you in a large picture about them. You have it here. If you have one of those 5 champions, I definitely recommend you to go further with them. The others, you can write on chat. You can find a pro player on chat and actually ask him again. But if I said that he's worth it in a medium type, he's maybe worth it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. Fortress, it has a lot of 5-star champions and a lot of 6-star champions. I think it has the most champions, and it's a very good faction, though it's hard to choose from them. Yeah, that's the point. It's hard to choose from them. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm talking to myself right now in my mind, trying to say a lot of things. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.